Hey everybody, Jimmy here with the Triple C Collective for Turtle Tuesday. Today we're going to be jumping into Season 2 or Volume 2 of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the animated series from the 1980s. Now, just a little disclaimer. During Season 1, you had heard me talk about some bonus episodes. I looked into those bonus episodes. I watched those bonus episodes. Those bonus episodes are four episodes from the final season of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles of the animated series from the 1980s. So I'm gonna hold off on doing those because we're not even in that season yet. Like I watched it, it was all you'll get all my takes on that stuff then. But yeah, so for Volume 2, as my DVD says, Volume 2, it's really Season 2, consists of 13 episodes. We're going to be jumping into Episode 1 here, Return of the Shredder. And so let's do it. This episode opens with Mikey and Leo doing some shopping in a grocery store. Then there's like a robbery that they thwart, and they are able to get all of their stuff for free. In this scene, there's a couple of awesome little jokes. The way that they leave these robbers is they say that they leave them all nice and gift wrapped for the police. They cut down like a banner and wrap the henchmen or robbers in a in a like a sign like that, wrap them, make them all nice and gift wrap. The cashier asks paper or plastic question, which I don't think is still a valid question anymore. Like it was a thing, and back, and I think some places are even getting rid of plastic bags now and trying to do the whole reusable bag and all that kind of stuff now that we're starting to see. So like this is I don't know, as a guy that's been asked paper or plastic like walking out before and stuff, like this is like extremely funny to me because it's not something that's asked in any way, shape, or form like really anymore. They really, for this whole like little fight that they do with the robbers and stuff, they really lean into like the fight music and stuff, which is really great. I still love the opening title sequence to this. It's still one of the best that are out there for cartoons and stuff, and I love it. It's just so good. And then they also they get all their stuff for free, which is just kind of crazy. Like the cashier, and they're getting ready to check out. Oh, we gotta. Can you give us this in a hurry so that we can get out of here? She's like, oh, you just saved my life, and this stuff is for free. We move. Then like Channel 6 and April show up. They're interviewing the cashier. Cashier originally says that a turtle saves her. And then a list of like other reptiles. Like maybe it was an alligator. I don't know. I didn't have my glasses on. It was a really great opening to an episode. It was really awesome. I loved it. Then we get Dimension X. We get Shredder and Krang and all the foot members and all of that stuff, all in Dimension X. There, Dimension X looks a little bit cleaner than what we saw in the first season. First season only ran 5 episodes. The second season is 13, and I don't know. It had to have been that they got more money for it, because the production value of at least what we saw specifically for Dimension X and stuff looked like almost wildly different, but a lot better looking as well. Like I shouldn't say wildly different, but like it was like, oh wow, if there's one thing that I took away from this episode, I was like, wow, they touched up Dimension X and like made that look a lot better, a lot more of like what I kind of remember Dimension X, as I've talked about, like going through some of these things. Like there's just some parts of certain episodes that I'm just like, wow, I don't remember that happening this quickly. I don't remember that happening this quickly. But it was really cool to see all that stuff in the first season. And this is another one of those things that like this is what I remember like the Dimension X kind of really looking like and stuff with Krang. So like it was cool to see that. It was cool to get that old feeling back again. Um, the Krang, though, refuses to send Shredder back to Earth, though, with any. Like, this is their big argument, Krang and Shredder, is that Krang wants, the Technodrome, the foot soldiers, and everything sent back to Earth with him so that he can take out the Turtles. And Krang's like, no, you will do this by yourself. You will figure this out by yourself because I have bigger and badder things to do, and I'm not going to waste any, precious resources on these turtles over here for you. Basically, Krang doesn't think Shredder can do it and is really hoping that Shredder, dies in the process of trying to fight the turtles for whatever reason. Not saying that the turtles would kill him, but, I don't know, if a building collapsed on him through a battle, that sucks, but it could happen. Then we get the turtle lair. Turtles are hanging out. They are eating. This is actually a really neat bit here because they actually do a really good recap in a minute or two of who Shredder is, who Krang is, and why they're a thorn in the turtle's side. Because there was kind of a lot of heavy, talk about that and kind of leading into it, and it was really neat in this first episode of the second season or the second volume that they did a quick recap for you in episode that didn't feel super forced. The conversation felt very natural. It felt like it should be there, and it fit. It wasn't anything. It's another one of those things. Another takeaway from this episode is the how they fit those first 5 episodes into 2 minutes of dialogue here. It's another takeaway, along with the look of Dimension X for me. Those are 2 big things that I really loved. Now, in this same scene, as much as I love what they did here, just like in season 1 with I believe it was Donatello and Michelangelo driving in in the turtle van, or in a van, this one is between Raphael and Leonardo. Raphael is on screen talking, but clearly lips moving. It's not like a reaction shot where an eyebrow is raised or it's oh wait kind of thing like that. No, the lip syncing of Raphael is going verbatim to the words from Leonardo, but it's very clearly Leo's voice speaking. This was a similar thing that they had done in season 1 as well. What I would call mistake is around the 6-minute 30-second mark of the episode. And then as the turtles are having this conversation, and I saw this mistake, Splinter has been meditating in the next room or whatever, calls to the turtles and says that the Shredder is coming back. I can sense it, I can feel it, that the Shredder is coming back. And then we get the Shredder coming back to Earth. We see him return into Central Park. If it's not Central Park, it's just a park in New York City. And he Shredder returns and is wondering where Bebop and Rocksteady are. He calls Krang. Krang, says I'm not giving you anything. You have to do this on your own. Then there are 2 punkers that are robbing people throughout the park that are there, and they attempt to rob Shredder, and it's awesome. It is great because Shredder just tears these bugs apart, and as much as I hate rooting for Shredder, it was cool. Cool stuff is cool stuff, and it was great. It was a little cool little bit. And again, Shredder has that call with Krang. It's actually after the fight with the 2 punks. as Shredder then leaves the park trying to figure out where he can find new members for like new foot members, because the other ones were all like kind of drones and robots. He sees a slash for cash dojo, and Shredder fights slash the owner, the master, the sensei of the cash slash for cash dojo. He is beaten, of course, by Shredder, and Shredder is now like running the dojo and all of these students, and we get the we hold on. Shredder wins that fight. Then we cut to April and Neil, and April is with the Channel 6 president about the turtles, and she's fighting on behalf of the turtles, saying, no, they're innocent, they're not bad people, they're trying to help us, and she's just trying to get another chance to tell that story. And then we get the intro of the Crooked Ninja Turtle gang, and NECA, actually, as you guys have seen a few of my unboxings of either NECA Turtles or Frankenstein here as well. NECA has announced that they are going to be releasing this Crooked Ninja Turtle gang in toys, which is pretty cool. I don't know if they're going to release 4 individuals or like 2 2-packs, or if they will do 1 4-pack with all of them. It's exciting. It's cool that there is so much to mine from in this TV series for like cool toys and collectibles and stuff like that. And NECA's put out some really great toys. They've done some deep cuts with their running of the turtle line, and it's been pretty awesome. But the thing about the Crooked Ninja Turtles is that their colors are, they're dressed up like in a t-shirt, like a turtle stomach, shell on the back. They have like green paper bags over their heads, and they have red bandanas. I point out the red bandanas because that is like the original rendering of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They weren't necessarily identified by their individual colors of blue, purple, red, and orange. And so like that's what everybody knows them now as. But that was, and like the show all like helped reinforce that change they were trying to make on them. With that, so yeah, this is I don't know, I've really loved going back and rewatching this, and this is only the first episode of the 2nd season. There's 10 seasons total. We've got a lot coming. It's so exciting. So back to the episode, the start of the Crooked Ninja Turtle gang. April O'Neil is arguing with the Channel 6 president, saying that the turtles are good people, they're not the ones doing this. And that we need to find I'm gonna find the story of their innocence. Then we cut back to Channel News, and then we've got that rat Vernon, who's like, just give me the story if April's not here. And then the president's like, well, it's kind of dangerous and stuff, and there's this and that thing that you might encounter. And then Vern is like, no, let's just let April and Neil keep it. It'll be fine. She'll do fine with it. And then but Vern also then goes to April and is like, look at this footage. How are you going to tell me that these turtles of your friends of yours are innocent when I see green teenagers that know karate running away, robbing the scene? And it's just showing the basics of how, they're being framed, obviously, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But this is showing, again, like what April is up against in her media and her, news channel about trying to get the correct information out there, despite evidence to the contrary. Because to be fair, April O'Neil can't interview the turtles because they don't want their identities to really be revealed, and she being April actually having integrity and stuff, not willing to release her source or sources in that sense, and not willing to identify them just to get the story. She wants to find the story the proper way without having to do that to them, to the turtles. So this is all great stuff. I really love it. I've really been loving it, and Vern is a little rat, and it makes more sense why Vern was released with the Rat King. And then we get a cut back to Dimension X. Shredder gives Krang an update. Krang is not happy with the update it's not happy with the update from Shredder or his plans or anything like that, but still also refuses to give Shredder any additional assistance. Shredder's like, fine, I will figure out something else. He goes in search of Baxter. And he finds Baxter, he frees Baxter, and Baxter and Shredder make a new rat catcher machine. And to go search for Splinter and the Turtles and all of that. The episode cuts back to the Channel 6. They put out a report on the Crooked Ninja Turtles. Leonardo notices the technique that the Crooked Ninja Turtles are using. And he deduces that it is a technique that could have only been learned from one of two people. Splinter, their master, or Saki, aka Shredder, their enemy, their mortal enemy. And the Turtles go to leave. Splinter and Splinter is captured then by Baxter and his rat catching machine. The Turtles arrive back to the turtle lair to see that there has been an attack. Splinter's been taken, and they follow basically the destruction path that the rat catcher left behind it, going from the turtle lair back to Shredder. Then we get an awesome battle of the Crooked Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and we got that awesome music that I love so much from this show. It kicks in the battle and the fight. That obviously the Turtles beat the Crooked Ninja Turtles. Then the Turtles go and follow Shredder after an awesome fight sequence with, again, awesome music to it. April gets to the lair. We get a quick cut back to April arriving to the lair, doing the exact same thing that the Turtles then did, following the destruction. The Turtles, to be fair, after they battled the Crooked Ninja Turtles, that battle with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles happens at a junkyard type thing, and there is a big graffiti or spray painted sign on a falling down brick wall from Shredder saying, "Come meet me here if you want to save him," or whatever. Then the Turtles go follow that message, go meet where he is. We get the quick cut of April in the lair following the same trail, but when she sees the message, she calls the news team and Irma to send down backup and a news crew and all of that stuff there. The Turtles find Shredder. Baxter is in his friendly neighborhood rat catcher. They drop by as well. Then we've got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus the rat catcher, and this whole part right here from of them doing this battle that they do with the rat catcher really felt video gamey in a lot of ways to me. It felt like this almost kind of seemed like an end battle from a video game come to life. And it felt like it was really cool. There was I had a lot of video game fighting boss vibes here. The music and stuff was great. Again, another fight music, loved it. The Ratcatcher is beat. Shredder takes Baxter, and they leave. They're done for the episode. The Turtles leave as April and her Channel 6, news crew and everything shows up. Shredder calls Krang. And Krang continually pokes at Shredder, saying that Saki, will not get one shred of help from Krang. That Shredder must do this continually on his own. We cut back to April finishing up her report at the site, and she reports that there is nothing called the Green Menace, leaving the Teenage Mutant Turtles as her unnamed heroes of it. And then April winks at the TV. And when she winks, the turtles start arguing over who she was winking at and everything like that. And they start arguing and winking at each other about after April winks, they are arguing who April winked at. And eventually April, in that same kind of interview, then tells the turtles that, hey, and if you guys are wondering who I just winked to, I was winking at Splinter. And Splinter says that age has its advantages. I don't know if April O'Neil now, and then that's basically how the episode ends, credits roll and all that fun stuff. Now for this, I just have a couple of final thoughts. I don't know if April actually broke the fourth wall there, or if it was just a true pause, and then she knew that the turtles would be arguing with her. And that she knew that the turtles would be arguing, and she was just trying to stop their argument while they were, while she knew that they were still watching. I don't really know. I don't know if it was that. I don't know what she was trying to do. Or if she just broke the fourth wall to give it an explanation to the audience, but I'm actually more confused by that than anything. I love this episode. I am super excited to continue on Volume 2 of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from 1987. My name's Jimmy Clark. Thank you for joining us here on Turtle Tuesday with the Triple C Collective. Cowabunga!